Caller, you there? Hello? No. All right.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Well, the clouds continue to build in and thicken up as we head through the rest of our Friday evening. Temperatures dropping down to around or just below freezing in the overnight hours, and our rain will start as a little bit of freezing rain early on Saturday morning and may make for a few slick spots on elevated surfaces, although the better chance for icing will be to our north and to our west. By mid-morning, it's a cold rain for everybody with highs in the upper 30s to near 40, but our rain will shut off. Will start drying out heading into our Saturday evening. And that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Joshua Dobie. Join me Thursdays at 4 p.m. for Dollars and Cents, a show that focuses on your personal financial journey and the markets around us. That's Dollars and Cents, Thursday afternoons at 4, here on WSIC.
Local leaders, top stories, the news that matters most to you. The News Drive at 5 with host Patrick Reynolds starts now.
Welcome to the News Drive at 5 for Friday, January the 5th, 2024. I'm your host, Patrick Reynolds. Welcome to WSIC News Talk Radio, 105.9 FM around Lake Norman, 100.7 and 1400 AM in Iredell County, anywhere in the world from WSICnews.com and the WSIC socials. Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. You've got the video feed going right there. 704-873-1400. Phone lines are open. That'll get you right into the studio if you want to talk about anything. 704-873-1400 for our Statesville studio. I believe 844-STUDIO-4 also gets you right in here. That is the primary number for our Cornelius studio. Either one, we'd love to talk to you about the day's headlines or whatever is on your mind. Patrick Reynolds taking you home after 5 on a Friday afternoon. Our top 5 at 5 we were talking about tonight. A motorcyclist comes close to hitting a student in Troutman. Iredell County is under a winter storm advisory. A raccoon is tested positive for rabies in Mooresville. Cornelius's growth marches forward. And the city of Statesville has 2 important meetings next week. 704-873-1400. You can join the News Drive at 5. We are keeping an eye out right now for a possible traffic update from iCats and our favorite new partner, Yolanda. We'll keep an eye out on the phone lines for her and jump right in with a 5 o'clock Friday winter storm weekend, possibly. Traffic update could be vital. Stay tuned. We'll keep you in the know. I wanted to talk about a few shows that preceded the News Drive at 5 tonight. Very good, healthy 2-hour block airs Fridays here on WSIC. You just heard Health Talk with Dr. Fred Lowry. 4 o'clock every Friday afternoon, as well as the L Show aired earlier today, 3 p.m. with Dr. Nicole Eastman, a 2-hour block from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Friday afternoons. Keep you healthy with a couple of very knowledgeable pharmacists. Listen to both of them this afternoon and provided some sharp information. So if you don't need to make an appointment with a doctor, if you want a little chit-chat and some advice, we've got some health talk right here for you on WSIC. Our lead story tonight, a stop school bus violation occurred on Carlisle Road at Farmdale Drive in Iredell County on Thursday, January the 4th, approximately 2:30 in the afternoon. North Carolina Highway Patrol is actually requesting the public's assistance. A motorcyclist was traveling north on Carlisle Road and passed a stopped school bus with its warning lights activated and stop arm extended as a child was crossing the road. The motorcyclist almost struck the child and continued north. A person of interest has been identified. That is, a white male driver was operating what appeared to be a Kawasaki Ninja 400. The driver was wearing a black and red helmet, a black Alpine Stars jacket, and with red and white on the right arm, and a red Adidas backpack. The motorcyclist was also in the area of US 21 at Julian Place at 2:40 p.m. and at North Carolina 115 northbound at Pine Lake Preparatory School at about 4:20 p.m. yesterday. Anyone with any information is urged to contact the Highway Patrol, 828-466-5500, 828-466-5500, extension 47 for the Highway Patrol. This investigation is ongoing. The News Drive at 5 will continue to follow this through the weekend and give you any updates that we have next week. Well, the Iredell County is currently under a winter storm advisory. We could get some minor icing and some snow overnight. Saturday morning, we will be waking up to some rain, possibly sleet, possibly ice on some elevated areas, and then rain later in the day. Chase Myers from the Carolina Weather Group joined us yesterday and outlined a little bit more specific details of that. The replay of that show and that segment is up on all of WSIC socials. Current winter storm watch has been upgraded to a winter storm advisory and winter weather advisory for portions of western North Carolina and the South Carolina mountains after midnight Friday night and through mid-morning on Saturday. Precipitation will most likely begin as a period of sleet, possibly mixed with light snow. A transition to light freezing rain is expected before daybreak, then to rain by late morning. As we talked with Chase yesterday, Friday night plans probably should not be affected, and possibly Saturday night plans might already have fallen under where the rain would stop. But we're keeping an eye on that overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning for possible ice, possible very cold, freezing rain. At the very least, we'll have a very chilly Saturday with some rainfall. Good day, as Chase said yesterday, might be a good one to put away the Christmas tree and the decorations. A good Saturday with some movies, the sofa, the hot chocolate, what have you, possibly there. Iredell County Animal Services and Control has confirmed a case of rabies. The case involved a raccoon that tested positive for rabies in the area of Regal Circle off of Waterland Road in Mooresville. Animal Services is recommending to avoid contact with all wild or stray animals. Pets or stray animals with suspected exposure to rabies should be reported to Iredell County Animal Services and Control. Their number, 704-878-5335. The Kane Center celebrating their one-year anniversary coming up with a gala on Saturday night, and the development in the Cornelius area has been strong, healthy, and reacting as a catalyst off the Kane Center's construction, which has gone for several years, and the grand opening in the past year. They've had over 15,000 people visit the 400-seat arena over the past year since it opened, and it is a catalyst for other construction around there. Mayor Woody Washam is quoted as saying the town investment in the center has stimulated the redevelopment and reinvention of our downtown as an economic driver for the entire region. Kane Center for the Arts is truly fulfilling its mission of enhancing the quality of life for Cornelius and the entire Lake Norman region. Some development updates in the town. This past September, the town board approved rezoning of Mills Market, a new 250,000 square foot mixed-use project on over 2 acres just on the south side of Catawba, adjacent to the Kane Center for the Arts. This project will have 238 residential units, 12,000 square feet of commercial space and public parking. The original faces of buildings that will be knocked down will be preserved, along with an alley with storefronts reminiscent of a European village. So I'm happy to see the development there in the town of Cornelius. This is on East Catawba Avenue, if you're familiar with that area around the Kane Center. We'll pay homage and respect the legacy of Old Town Cornelius. OTC, term coined by the folks at Bella Love that brought you the Tauba Walk and the Second Friday Street Festivals down there. We're going to talk a little bit about that later in the show, as those festivals and the music and the vendors and all the events that have happened in the spring and summer are very popular with the community, and we're going to have a look and maybe some guessing and conclusion as to what direction they'll go in the future. Kane Center is there, Cornelius Development going pretty much through the roof, on fire. You are listening to the News Drive at 5. I am Patrick Reynolds. Thank you for being along for the ride. 704-873-1400. We'd love to talk to you.
The best talk and more of it. Yeah, it's redundant, but it's true.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Happy New Year, WSIC family. Here's your WSIC community calendar. Celebrate Kane Center for the Arts' first anniversary gala, along with Broadway star Mandy Gonzalez. Dinner and a show this Saturday at Kane Center for the Arts. You may remember Mandy Gonzalez from her roles in Hamilton and Wicked. This is a black tie optional celebration. All-inclusive tickets include dinner and the show. Happy anniversary, Kane Center. Some of the upcoming Kane Center performances include Rocky Lynn, Forever Young, Jeff Allen, and even a Stunt Dogs experience. To see the entire lineup and to purchase your tickets, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. This is the last week of the season to see more than 5 million Christmas lights at one time. Speedway Christmas is happening daily until Sunday. The show is open 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. The Infield Christmas Village is open Thursday through Sunday nights. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The fun ends Sunday. For tickets, visit charlottemotorspeedway.com. Birkdale on Ice is still going on through January 28th. Time to lace up your skates and hit the ice. To make sure you can skate when you want, we recommend you making a reservation. For skate session info, including times and pricing, visit birkdalevillage.com. Have an event you'd like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
Well, the clouds continue to build in and thicken up as we head through the rest of our Friday evening. Temperatures dropping down to around or just below freezing in the overnight hours, and our rain will start as a little bit of freezing rain early on Saturday morning and may make for a few slick spots on elevated surfaces, although the better chance for icing will be to our north and to our west. By mid-morning, it's a cold rain for everybody with highs in the upper 30s to near 40, but our rain will shut off. We'll start drying out heading into our Saturday evening. And that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
With the fall weather ahead of us, you don't want to be outside doing yard work. No, you want to be doing fun stuff, like playing with your dog, hiking, or whatever else. Let Josie's Lawn Care handle the yard work for you. Josie's Lawn Care does mowing, trimming, excavation, tree removal, and more. Plus, he takes care of the cleanup. Call Eddie Josie today at 704-902-4707. That's 704-902-4707 for Josie's Lawn Care.
If it's local, you don't need to go anywhere else.
The local talk leader. Talk Radio 105.9 and 100.7.
WSIC.
Welcome back to the News Drive at 5 here at WSIC News Talk Radio. I'm Patrick Reynolds, taking you through your commute home on this Friday afternoon. 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400. We want to expand a little bit on the story we left off before the break about Cornelius's development and the construction project that will be happening behind the Kane Center, as the project developed by Highline Partners also provides 10 residential units, some workforce housing levels for a minimum of 20 years. And as you said, the Kane Center has put through 15,000 people, they estimate, in their first year of operation. In many's opinion, the construction project of the mill would not be happening without the $25 million Kane Center for the Arts. That's celebrating its first anniversary with a gala event on Saturday night with its 400-seat theater. Mayor Woody Washam, we had a quote from him earlier, said the future is very bright for the arts, along with the quality, well-planned, and much-needed downtown redevelopment. In my history with Cornelius, I've been a part of OTC, Old Town Cornelius, for about 5 years now. I've been the MC and the host for the Table Walks and Second Friday Street Festivals, which happen at the Oak Street Mill, right behind the Kane Center. And being involved with that and the planning behind the scenes of each one of those for several years now, minus 2020, of course, we have wondered ourselves where the new footprint for those festivals will be. Now, they've been a very good joint ventures with the town hall across the street from the OTC, from the police department and the Kane Center. We've used the property there for several events, including Christmas in Cornelius, as well as half of each one of the Table Walks in the spring and fall. And with everybody, Bella Love, Waves Entertainment, Old Town Cornelius, we can't just snap our fingers and make those events happen with this development coming up. However, we are colleagues and working alongside everyone. The Kane Center looks to be a fabulous facility. I've had some opportunity to work there myself. Have emceed an event there before. I've also worked on the audio, the lighting, been a stage manager, and been involved in projects there, productions. So everybody at Bella Love and Waves Entertainment, we are extremely excited about the future and the Table Walks and the Second Friday Street Festivals. But obviously, with that development happening there behind the Kane Center, Cornelius is going to look a lot different. We touched on this last night in the News Drive at 5 with some residents and some folks obviously critical of the town of Cornelius, where they were going and how they were planning it, which is no different from so many other towns within our listening reach. I live in Mooresville. The complaint there has always been traffic. You talk to the folks at Cornelius, where's the complaint? Traffic. Huntersville, traffic. Development, which is a good thing. As I said last night, you can't always be the last person to move into town and shut the gates behind you. But you have to keep up with schools and roads and things like that. Police, fire, so many other things. And this involves, in this particular case, Catawba Avenue. If you ever tried to traverse that west to east on, say, a lunch break, may the force be with you. I am all for the development of the Kane Center in Old Town Cornelius, actually the whole town. I think it's fantastic. Infrastructure, I think that's the biggest complaint of all these towns, is how do you keep up with it? How do you do that? Now, I have heard, and I'm a layman, I don't know, probably bears some research here to get back to you with some actual facts, but I've heard through the grapevine, so to speak, that the development comes to the towns. The towns can have proceedings to approve or disapprove any project that comes along. When that comes, the roadways, a lot of that goes through Raleigh and the state. So you've got a little bit of a disconnect between the town and the state as far as development. And you know, the left hand just does not talk to the right hand in cases like that. And I've wondered why that is, and I've wondered why I've heard that, And is it accurate? Is it true? And then what research can we do to determine that? I think Senator Vicky Sawyer would be a great guest on this show to explore that topic. We have so many folks here on WSIC of elected officials. As mentioned in this story, Mayor Woody Washam also hosts a show on here. Justin Dion, who's the director of the Kane Center, hosts a show on WSIC. So we've got lots of connections. And as these stories come out, as far as progress, development, what the town needs, what citizens want, what our problems are as far as traffic, housing, police, fire, schooling, teachers, all these things. I want to know the facts, and I want to know what we can do as citizens. And everybody says vote. I know, you vote. You vote who you like for, you vote who you think could do a good job. But when it comes right down to the nitty-gritty, what happens, who's going to do what, I want to know the details, I want to know the steps. Mayor Washam and Dennis Bilodeau had what we call spirited debates as far as what is best for the town of Cornelius. That was a very, very narrow margin of victory as far as the mayor race was concerned. Close enough to require a recount between Washam and Bilodeau. I believe the original recount vote was 13 votes. Following the original count was a 13-vote difference. That was close enough to require a recount. On the recount, Mayor Washam was only 5 votes to the good to keep his seat as mayor. That certainly tells you people are looking for options, and there's at least half of the citizens there that aren't really happy with the direction that things are going. However, the Kane Center for the Arts and that development in that East Catawba area, I believe, is a good thing. It's just how it's managed. That's the question that everybody would want. If we had plenty of roadways and parking to already handle it and what was coming up, I don't think there would be too many complaints on that. Everybody would love the Kane Center and love everything that they're doing, which people do. They do love it. There's great shows there. But it seems to link back to the Kane Center with a complaint of traffic and whatnot, and that is a development issue. That intersection there, from what I've seen of Catawba Avenue and Main Street in Cornelius, will keep getting facelifts and look better and better and better. And the folks that criticize the Kane Center and saying, boy, that kind of looks out of place there. I think in the years to come, when you see this project that we just talked about here on the Mill, no, it's not going to look out of place at all. There's a good section of Cornelius that will look just like that. And the Kane Center will fit right in with all the area that's around it and all the structures and buildings that are around it, as well as entertaining, parking. There's a lot of things on planning that you can look at, you can read about, and be knowledgeable about. I look at the picture here that is on the report about the Kane Center and their first-year anniversary, and there's a nice photo of the LED marquee that is above there. And when people put that up, there was some people that went, wow, that looks fantastic. Naturally, you know where I'm going with this? There were the detractors. There were the critics of that LED wall. And all the planning has been public knowledge from the very beginning, close to 10 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. I don't recall. But all this has been public knowledge and public planning. And I lead into Statesville. The city council meeting is coming up January 8th, and the town's website has the agenda coming up on there. Now, this is next week. You know what they're going to talk about because it's right on the town's website. It involves the citizens of this town, right where we're broadcasting from, Statesville. They'll have Robert's Rules of Order. It will be a formatted meeting. It's not a free-for-all, but the public should be involved. The public should know, and they do know. It's who takes the initiative to get involved, attend meetings, see what's going on, hear the plans, and actually cast a vote and question local officials on that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with asking questions and finding out more. So the Statesville City Council meeting will be January 8th, 2024. It'll be at City Hall. Workshop meeting will be at 4:30. The regular meeting will begin at 7 p.m. They'll also approve the minutes from October 3rd, October 24th, and November 28th. Beyond that, the Downtown Design Review Committee will meet on Thursday, January the 11th, 2024. They will meet at 128 East Front. Excuse me. That is one of the items on the agenda. Thursday, January 11th at 2 p.m. in the council chambers. That'll be on the second floor of Statesville City Hall. One of the big things they're going to talk about is considering demolishing 3 buildings. The addresses are 124 East Front Street, 128 East Front Street, and 150 East Front Street. You've heard my voice. You've heard this report. This is information online. So much like the city of Cornelius, the city of Statesville has an opportunity to have your voice be heard and be informed of what the town is planning. Too often we hear of towns doing things, and on the backside, people complain about it and want to know about it. Yet the information was out there all along. It's up to us to go find it as citizens. I'm a resident of Mooresville. That is up to me to go find out. Nobody's going to come knocking on my door and just poke at me and say, hey, here's all the things you may be considering. What is on your mind? What's heavy on your heart? What do you think? This is something we just got to go out there as citizens and keep in touch with. We have got to stay in tune with this. We have got to stay in track with our towns, and the information's out there. The meetings are out there. I was at an event this past summer, fall, something like that. I'm going to go back to Cornelius. Mayor Washam was on hand. He spoke to the crowd ahead of time, and he offered his voice and his ears to anybody that wanted to talk to him. If you had a question, wanted to talk to him about anything regarding Cornelius, you could have. And he stepped down from the stage, and I watched him walk amongst that crowd. Dennis Bilodeau, same type of character. He did a good race there himself, and he offered the same thing to the committee, to the community. Not to that same event. I just saw Mayor Washam there, but Dennis did the same thing as well. So I appreciate these politicians, people running for office, that are putting themselves out there and answering questions, meeting the community. This is the News Drive at 5. I'm Patrick Reynolds. We'll be back right after this.
It doesn't matter who you ask.
Siri, Google, Alexa.
The best talk is on
1059 100.7 WSIC.
Senator Tom Tillis is harnessing the power of clean energy to create a stronger America. Building a clean energy economy will create high-wage American manufacturing jobs and expand opportunities for hardworking families to thrive and prosper. Investing in clean energy innovation will strengthen our electric grid and make it more resilient against natural disasters and foreign hackers. Senator Tom Tillis understands that clean energy is vital to America's economic and national security. To become energy independent, America needs an all-of-the-above energy strategy. Wind, solar, and homegrown biofuels can help break our dependence on foreign energy, create a booming economy, and protect our environment for generations to come. America can lead the world in clean energy innovation. Call 202-224-3121. Thanks, Senator Tom Tillis, for building America's clean energy economy. Paid for by Americans for a Balanced Budget.
Well, the clouds continue to build in and thicken up as we head through the rest of our Friday evening. Temperatures dropping down to around or just below freezing in the overnight hours, and our rain will start as a little bit of freezing rain early on Saturday morning and may make for a few slick spots on elevated surfaces, although the better chance for icing will be to our north and to our west. By mid-morning, it's a cold rain for everybody with highs in the upper 30s to near 40, but our rain will shut off. We'll start drying out heading into our Saturday evening. And that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Thinking of a truck? Think Sierra, a GMC Sierra, and Black Automotive is where you find it. No matter where you're heading or what task you're tackling, there's a premium capable Sierra 1500 that's perfect for you. Now you can take $7,000 off the Sierra 1500 crew cab models with a 5.3 motor, or you can take 1.9% interest for 36 months. Take the 2023 GMC Terrain for a test drive and just see what you're missing. It's a wonderful SUV, and you'll love this one. Now take $4,000 off the 2023 GMC Terrain or your choice of 1.9% interest for 36 months. Choose the 2023 Canyon Elevation, $2,000 off. And if a pre-owned is more in your budget, see the mile-long inventory of trucks and cars. See Black Automotive, the Greater Car Trader, home of Buick, GMC, Dodge, Jeep, Dodge Ram, and so much more. Iredell County's most preferred dealer, Black Automotive, Salisbury Road, Statesville, just off I-77.
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua Doby, president of North Main Financial Group. At North Main Financial Group, we move to where you need us. Investment management, insurance planning, and estate strategies. No two people are the same, so we customize our planning based upon your needs. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com. That's northmainfinancial.com.
This is a true, sad story for ADT, the leader in home security systems. My favorite dog, Oliver, was stolen from our garage recently. If I had a camera system installed in my home from ADT, I would have known exactly what car possibly pulled up in my driveway and stole my little friend. If I had a security system from ADT, my dog would still be here. I called ADT this weekend, and they're coming out in a few days to install a camera and a new security system. Unfortunately, it's a little too late for me. Listen, protect everyone you love in your family. Call ADT now. Have them come out and give you a quote to install a full security system in your home. Don't let it be too late for you. Call right now.
Paid for by the Home Security Hotline. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Filling up your workday with the best talk. Best talk.
My radio station. WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back to the News Drive at 5. I'm your host, Patrick Reynolds. Appreciate you tuning in to WSIC News Talk on your ride home. Post 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us. You are listening to us live, 105.9 FM around Lake Norman, 100.7 FM and 1400 AM in Iredell County. Anywhere in the world on WSICnews.com and the WSIC socials. We're on the video feed on Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Just go to WSIC News. Give us a like, give us a follow. You can watch all the smiling faces from the studios here in Statesville and Cornelius. They'll talk to you from the morning show right through the evening. The Queen's Feast, also known as Charlotte Restaurant Week, will run Friday, January 19th through Sunday, January the 28th. There are over 100 restaurants offering 3-course, very good dining meals ranging from $30 to $50 to $100 per person. Check each restaurant out. 7 are in North Mecklenburg County. We have Firebird's Wood-Fired Grill in Huntersville and North Lake Mall, Hunter House in Huntersville, Peninsula Prime and Port City Club, and the Waterman LKN in Cornelius, and Red Rocks Cafe alongside our friends in Birkdale Village. The Queen's Feast, which is promoted by a Charlotte PR firm, Hensley Fontana Public Relations, lets restaurants showcase their offerings as part of Charlotte's vibrant and diverse cultural scene. Bruce Hensley, a partner in Hensley Fontana Public Relations, which owns and operates the promotion, said it's the perfect way to add some new favorite spots to your restaurant repertoire in the new year. I have participated in Charlotte Restaurant Week before over the years as a customer. I've never owned a restaurant. Talked to Joe Vagnone about that, but my birthday is in January, Producer Ben.
What day?
The 30th.
I feel like we have nothing but January birthdays here.
There's a lot of January birthdays on the staff.
What's that sign?
What's that a sign? Well, you back it up 9 months, and everybody wonders if there was
no,
a big
not
party.
that sign. What is the horoscope sign? That's
I'm
the
an
sign
Aquarius.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that the all of January?
I don't follow the zodiac
Okay, I don't
that
either,
tightly,
but-
so I know what I am.
Okay.
I'm a water bearer and a peacemaker. My mother used to call me.
Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Can't wait to turn 21 again. But yeah, I've participated in Charlotte Restaurant Week before, and I think a few times it was strictly on accident. Just hopped out, my birthday dinner or something, and I went, oh, it's Restaurant Week. So the Queen's Feast actually offers pretty good deals if you've, never been to some of these restaurants. Great place to try them at a great, like the great meal, like I call them cloth napkin places where, entree, veggie, nice steak, nice fish. And for what you're paying, it's a pretty good deal. Entrees and dessert and all that. So I highly recommend it.
I'm always down for a good restaurant. So if you want to go on your birthday, we'll go.
Okay. You're taking me.
No.
Oh. That was my long way around. That's what I was going for here with you is will you take me?
If you're looking for a date, man, just ask.
Well, yeah, okay. I think that might be another show here on WSIC, but we don't have a matchmaking show. That's about the only talk show we don't have.
We should.
Yeah, that's an idea. I think Justin Kazepas is listening, and I think a light bulb just went in his head and went, "Oh, matchmaker show." Like a singles dating show.
Dating show, yeah. 844 Studio 4. If you think a show would work, a game show like that, oh man,
that would be interesting. We've got about everything else, but the next story is a lovely pairing and a happy ending type of great story, heartwarming story. We're coming up here. Animal Services has found a new home for a wayward piggy. Yes, believe it or not, yes. Let me tell you, a small but enthusiastic crowd attended an auction. Yes, an auction hosted by Iredell County Animal Services just on Thursday of this week. Tracy Sanchez, the volunteer and public outreach coordinator and social media manager, got to add auctioneer to her job description for at least a day. I've never done this before, but let's get it started, she said. Now, the auction progressed swiftly with participants calling out spirited bids. The final bid, a $65 bid, secured a new home for this pig. Now, the story of this pig began on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville. If you're familiar with Mooresville, that is the area near Walmart and the movie theater. The pig was discovered. What he was doing there, no one really knows, but he was discovered and brought to the attention of Iredell County Animal Services. The auction, which was advertised on social media, was an effort to find the animal a forever home and raise funds for the organization's ongoing efforts to care for stray, abandoned, and neglected animals. Melissa and Larry, an engaged couple from Troutman, placed the winning bid. They were beaming with joy and expressed their excitement about the newest addition to their family. They plan to name the pig Franklin. The couple just got engaged on November the 19th. They have a menagerie of animals. They've got 2 Nigerian goats, 4 dogs, 2 cats, 3 rats. Yes, 3 rats, and plenty of room for more, they say. The couple is confident that their little piggy, despite its 65-pound stature, will integrate into their home. We have a good bit of land, and it's home to us and our smaller animals, and he will fit in just fine, Melissa said. Franklin's story, she also said, is a heartening reminder of the community's amazing capacity for compassion. So Franklin the pig, a wayward pig, I'd love to know how a pig found its way onto Norman Station Boulevard. In our audience, if you're familiar with Mooresville, it would have to be, there's some old-time residences there, I believe on Talbot Road. that are getting, I guess, smaller and smaller with the new development that's going on here. Walmart and the movie theater and that plaza has been there for quite a while. But if you surround that area, there are townhomes, condos, there's the businesses of Outback, Olive Garden, Culver's, etc., Academy Sports that grown in. So that area, that Talbot Road, that was country, 20 years ago, definitely getting built up, developed, much like we talked about with Statesville and Cornelius earlier in the show. These plans are all public knowledge, so please, I encourage the community to get involved with their own communities, their town halls, their mayors, the board of commissioners of their own town, and find out what's going on and keep track of that. So where this pig came from, that would be a total guess. Would just be one of those residences that's out behind Walmart there. I don't think anybody, there's some apartments there as well. I don't think anybody's just kind of walking around with a pig out there. But I'm so glad this pig found a forever home. $65, it weighed 65 pounds. That's $1 a pound. So I don't know if that's good in the pet adoption market. Not really. Pet adoption market. Yeah. But good for them. Good for Iredell County Animal Services for finding their way, finding this pig a stray home, or the stray pig a home, got a forever home. Pigs as pets. I've heard of it, not often, but I have heard of it. And the newly engaged couple back in November, they certainly have plenty of animals now, and they added a new one to their home. It sounds great, doing what they're doing, and like to see them keep up with animal services and keep supporting them. And I think their heart is just in the right spot. Certainly put your heart that way with the holidays just passing, with Christmas and New Year's, Thanksgiving. We all get that little sense of giving a little bit. That may have triggered what this couple had. There's certainly their love for animals, which is many that they have, and how Animal Services painted this adoption of this pig. I'm not sure because I heard about it today, so I wasn't on the front side of the story as far as how they promoted it. But anytime I see an animal, I have a soft spot for animals. They tug on my heartstrings as well. One of those guys where I have trouble going to the shelter. I have trouble going to PetSmart because you just want to adopt all of them, all the kittens, all the puppies. I do want to take them all home, and it would be no different from a pig as well. If they're looking for a good home and a good house, they want to be cared for. The cats my daughter has, love to scratch them behind their ears and their forehead and whatnot.
I hope they don't take in the raccoon from earlier, though.
That has rabies, so I hope not, yeah. I believe the engaged couple is smart enough to do that. News Drive at 5. We'll talk to you after the break.
The best talk and more of it. Yeah, it's redundant, but it's true.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Happy New Year, WSIC family! Here's your WSIC community calendar. Celebrate Kane Center for the Arts' first anniversary gala, along with Broadway star Mandy Gonzalez. Dinner and a show this Saturday at Kane Center for the Arts. You may remember Mandy Gonzalez from her roles in Hamilton and Wicked. This is a black tie optional celebration. All-inclusive tickets include dinner and the show. Happy anniversary, Kane Center! Some of the upcoming Kane Center performances include Rocky Lynn, Forever Young, Jeff Allen, and even a Stunt Dogs experience. To see the entire lineup and to purchase your tickets, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. This is the last week of the season to see more than 5 million Christmas lights at one time. Speedway Christmas is happening daily until Sunday. The show is open 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. The Infield Christmas Village is open Thursday through Sunday nights. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The fun ends Sunday. For tickets, visit charlottemotorspeedway.com. Birkdale on Ice is still going on through January 28th. Time to lace up your skates and hit the ice. To make sure you can skate when you want, we recommend you making a reservation. For skate session info, including times and pricing, visit birkdalevillage.com. Have an event you'd like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
Well, the clouds continue to build in and thicken up as we head through the rest of our Friday evening. Temperatures dropping down to around or just below freezing in the overnight hours, and our rain will start as a little bit of freezing rain early on Saturday morning and may make for a few slick spots on elevated surfaces, although the better chance for icing will be to our north and to our west. By mid-morning, it's a cold rain for everybody with highs in the upper 30s to near 40, but our rain will shut off. We'll start drying out heading into our Saturday evening. And that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
I love your new outfit.
I got it at Diamond Mine Apparel and Accessories. They have a wonderful selection of ladies and men's apparel.
Where are they located?
920 Davie Avenue. Their hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Diamond Mine Apparel and Accessories.
76 years strong, and we're still the one. WSIC. News. Talk. Now.
Keeping you informed so you're not the moron at the water cooler.
I arrive at the office informed.
1059 100.7 WSIC.
Welcome back to the News Drive at 5. I'm your host, Patrick Reynolds. Thanks for spending your afternoon with us here on WSIC News Talk Radio. If you would like to join the show, we'd love to talk to you. 704-873-1400. 704-873-1400. Me and producer Ben here in the Statesville studio, keeping track of the news of the day. To recap our top story, a stopped school bus was, how would we put this? Almost hit by a motorcycle, pretty much how it is. There was a stopped school bus violation that occurred in Iredell County on Thursday. Approximately 2:30 in the afternoon, the North Carolina Highway Patrol has requested the public's assistance on the investigation. A motorcyclist was traveling north on Carlisle Road and passed a stop school bus with its warning lights activated and stop arm extended as a child was crossing the road. The motorcyclist almost struck the child, and then the cyclist continued north. The person of interest has been identified. It is a white male driver and was operating what appeared to be a Kawasaki Ninja 400. The driver was wearing a black and red helmet, a black Alpine Stars jacket with red and white on one of the arms, and a red Adidas backpack. The motorcyclist was also seen in the area of US 21 at Julian Place at 2:40 p.m. and North Carolina 115 northbound at Pine Lake Preparatory School at 4:20 p.m. The North Carolina Highway Patrol is asking for assistance in the investigation. You can reach the Highway Patrol 828-466-5500, extension 400. The investigation is ongoing. And Iredell County is under a winter storm advisory for tonight and tomorrow. We've got some minor icing and some snow predicted to hit the county. Saturday morning should be wet, possible sleet and some snow flurries there, but it will be a very wet Saturday in our listening area. We spoke to Chase Myers from the Carolina Weather Group. If you'd like to pull up a replay of yesterday's show, he joined the News Drive at 5 for a segment and gave us his viewpoint. Talented meteorologist got into some details of what we can expect. Again, a prediction, but he took us all the way around the area, our listening area, and provided us some good information on what we might expect tonight. As we expand out of our area a little bit further on the footprint on the map, the Winter Storm Watch has been upgraded to a winter storm warning and winter weather advisory for portions of western North Carolina and the South Carolina mountains. That should occur after midnight tonight and through mid-morning on Saturday. Precipitation will most likely begin as a period of sleet, possibly mixed with light snow. A transition to light freezing rain is expected before daybreak, and then rain by late morning. So tomorrow will be a good day for movies, staying inside, hanging out. Looks like a very wet Saturday, possibly, as Chase Myers described to us, some icing on some elevated areas, possibly car door handles, possible bridges, the mirrors on your car, that type of situation. But it looks largely wet. The temperature should rise, so it'll be a cold and wet Saturday for us. Possible some winter precipitation overnight, but not too Nothing, I can't count the feet of the snow, the inches of the snow, nothing like that. It's going to be. Ben, do you go out and get the French toast kit for the snowfall or any winter weather?
It's one of those, we are under a milk, bread, and eggs alert.
Yeah, the French toast kit.
But I don't think it's one that we have to rush out too bad. I think probably by, what did he say yesterday, midday or so, a lot of it would be melting. But definitely if you're going outside in the morning and you have sidewalks or one of those, a deck that has wood, you want to be careful.
Sure.
Nobody needs to be falling tomorrow over some stuff.
None of our audience, we don't want any of our audience getting hurt. Safety is top priority, but nothing we got to stock up on with supplies and the French toast kit.
Yeah, I'm ready for a good snow, though.
Are you?
Are you?
No.
Well, you said you're from what, Connecticut?
I am a Connecticut native, so I could never see another snowflake and be perfectly happy.
That's where we differ.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Germany, but then just here in the Piedmont area and north of Winston-Salem. So, we never really get the snow, but I went to Appalachian State. It could snow every day, and I'd be fine with it.
There's some people that are I know them, they're very excited about snow.
Oh, let's go.
As a father of a young girl, I have seen Frozen multiple times, and when they sing that song, "Do you want to build a snowman?" I scream at the screen, "No, I want to build a sand castle. That's where I want to go."
Just let it go, Patrick.
I
have
to let the snow go. Fortunately, the weather is not a lot of snow overnight. We do want all of our audience, do take it seriously. Do be careful in the morning. There is a potential for some slick spots. We don't want to make light of that aspect of it, but it's not the big winter storm that, some snow that guys like you are hoping for. We're not having that.
Well, it's really one of those, if you don't have to go anywhere in the morning, don't.
Yep.
Just stay inside, eat some delicious foods, take down your Christmas decorations, whatever you got to do, and then get out later if you need to.
I believe if you have plans tonight, Friday, or Saturday, you really will not face any precipitation. That's what I'm going to lean back on our man Chase Myers, who provides the weather updates for WSIC. Friday night should be dry. It should be probably wet by the time we wake up in the morning. But Saturday night, it should have already stopped raining or sleeting or whatever it's going to do. Roads should be dry. So we have that to look forward to this weekend.
That's right.
Yeah, good weekend time. A few other hot headlines we want to keep you up to date on. The Iredell County Animal Service and Control has confirmed a case of rabies. This case involved a raccoon that tested positive for rabies in the area of Regal Circle off of Waterland Road in Mooresville. They advised to please avoid contact with all wild or stray animals. Pets or stray animals with suspected exposure to rabies should be reported to Iredell County Animal Services and Control. Their number, 704-878-5335. Statesville, 2 meetings coming up next week at the Town Hall, and they're keeping up with the date with the planning. The Statesville City Council meeting will be on January the 8th, 7 o'clock. City Hall Council Chambers, 7 p.m. on January the 8th. And the other meeting, I lost it. But anyway, there's another meeting coming up on January the 11th at, I believe, also at Town Hall in City Statesville. And I touched on it because I saw the story about Cornelius and their development, what's coming on. Some people are very excited about it. Some people are critical of it. Statesville is now ripe for development as well, with the 7740 interchange finally either nearing or looking like it will be completed. That makes it ripe for development. Now, Statesville being in Iredell County, different from Mecklenburg County, so it is a very different ballgame there, but is ripe for development. So citizens of Statesville and Iredell County, be vigilant, be aware. I encourage you to keep in touch with the town hall, your local government, your local mayors, your local town meetings. These things are open to the public. If any meetings are not open to the public, they will let you know. But anything requiring a vote and voter input or citizen input, you are allowed to attend and voice your opinion. I've attended some in Mooresville, in my town, been on the docket when some issues are up for public opinion, and they do give you time to speak, and I have spoken. I've been to the Charles Mack Center I've been to the town hall in Mooresville. There were some issues there that concerned me professionally, personally, and I have spoken over the years. They give you so many time. They keep it in orderly fashion. But folks at Statesville, with these meetings coming up next week, be informed. Look out for them and see what's going on in your community. As development goes forward, you can make it a good thing and not a headache later on. So we're coming up close to 6 o'clock, top of the hour. Usually, the scoreboard is coming up next with Joe Berg with our sports update for the night. However, Joe is out of the studio, had a death in his family, so everybody at the WSIC family passes their condolences along to Joe Berg and his relatives. So he's up in the Northeast right now, expecting him to be back here on Monday. Almost 6 o'clock. Ben, what do you have planned for the weekend?
You know, not much. Listening to you and Chase, I'm probably going to do, like what we said, the Christmas decorations, taking that down, and get the house cleaned up, cuddle with the dog. You know, good old regular weekend stuff.
Regular weekend stuff. I am excited. This concludes the first week of the News Drive at 5. Only 4 days. So it began at Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on Monday at 5 p.m., but I start my day early on Monday as I will be joining Good Morning LKN.
Now that is a cast of characters.
I'll be I will be here in the Statesville studio at 5 o'clock Monday afternoon for the News Drive at 5. However, I will be at the Cornelius studio early morning. Good Morning LKN airs 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. weekday mornings. Justin Kazepis and Mamie, as I think she's trying to go for the one name.
Well, I asked her. She said Mamie Lee was fine.
Mamie Lee, okay.
But yeah, Mamie Lee, the meme queen, LKN memes, and Bill Blakely down there. So
yeah, Bill Blakely too. So we got Bill, Mamie. I'm gonna go with Mamie. Trying to make her into like that Beyonce, Cher, Madonna person.
I feel that.
She only needs one name. I mean, how many Beyonces do you know? I only know the one, and I'm thinking, well, how many Mamies do I know?
She's our queen, right?
She is our queen. To just point of trivia here, I have never met Mamie in person.
That's right. She left before you got here.
We've been
Christmas
two ships
party.
passing. I've
right.
seen her obviously on air, on video feeds and on air. But yeah, I look forward to spending some time with them on Good Morning LKN. I will be in studio at 8:30 on Monday morning, 8:39. I'll be there. Show 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We'll talk to you Monday.
The new 105.9, 100.7 WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North Charlotte.